Hi guys! Who else in New Zealand today has been a rotisserie chicken? I've been outside sunbaking and it feels so good. We're topping up the vitamin D before winter. Anyway, I came on here to tell you some stuff. Namely, do we like my bow? No, I want to talk about how I believe, and I think we're kind of watching it happen right before our eyes, that the future is tribal, regional. I know Sam Zagar has spoken to this. I know human design itself speaks to this in the whole 2027 prophecy of the shift of the timelines, the 400-year sections of phases, basically. Anyway, we're shifting frequency. And do you know what? I feel like all of you on here can probably attest to this, that you can tell more and more, and it irritates you probably more and more, the fake type of things. So why is this a big deal? If we are noticing fake mass-produced stuff and kind of being turned off by it quicker and quicker, I feel like we're moving into a frequency that is a lot more individual based. Why this is important, especially if you work online, especially if you work with people, especially if you're a coach or a helper of people, if you hold space for people, if you work with people, you're not going to get away with not being authentic. You're going to see, we're seeing this shift in, shiny big things, big pages, whatever. People don't need that, and they don't actually want that. They want real. And it's really interesting. You can see this deviation between people being real and people kind of afraid of being real and getting less real. And I truly believe in this. Why I find this interesting is because the clients that I work with, this has been one of the biggest things to kind of unravel from the body, is this fear of being seen and fear of being authentic. I want to say all of us have patterns around my truth being a threat to my survival. And so we do this pretzeling thing where we hide and we think we have to be a different way, or we have to say it a specific way, or we have to be a little bit cooler than we actually are, or we have to be a little bit more low-key because we're kind of intense. Every single one of my clients has had unconscious patterns that the body has held around these things. Now, none of us are going to be going into this new state of the world and the frequency and all that woo-woo stuff. None of us are going to get into that next phase successfully and thrive without the capacity to be authentic to who we are. And this is a very deep topic, very deep.